Hello everyone, Angry Ragtimer here, and welcome to another stream here in Railroader. So we're on episode 10 of our little Whittier and Western series, and we've got quite a bit we'll need to do train-wise today. Good to have some of the usual people here, and thank you, Nick Stoll, for joining Angry's train crew here. Void the 3F, hello. That one, the Cardio Blader, hello. General Joe, hello. CSX, hello. Nick from Vegas, hello. And John Rhodes, hello. So good to have you all here. If it sounds like I'm tired, it's because I am. And we'll talk a little bit about that here in just a few minutes. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. We are in Bryson. We have a lot of stuff that needs to get sorted out and arranged. We also have quite a bit that needs to go to different places. So we'll try to build some different cuts. That way we can do that. Over here we've got our number 3, the P18. We also have Strasburg 90, and we also have our 080 switcher engine just kind of hanging out right now. So we'll get to this cut in just a little bit. I do want to just take care of some of these pulpwood cars, just get them over to Bryson Briquette. That way they're doing what they need to do. So, thank you again for joining us here on this Thursday evening. So, glad to have you all here. So yeah, I will also mention, and I'm not going to harp on this, tonight's stream is a community impact stream, meaning if you want to cause chaos or other things, you can do that. There's no structure or anything like that. It's just kind of if you want to, we can make it happen. So let's go ahead. We need to get some water and coal in this engine, so let's do that first. Trains are fun, saying your PC is completely died the day before payday and you have no idea why. Well, that's unfortunate. I had some PC issues myself earlier this week, and I thankfully got them figured out, but that is definitely no fun. And Garrett A. Chase saying, hello everyone, Gary Chase here. I'm waiting for running the trains tonight. I hope you turn the volume up loud so I can piss off my HOA. Thanks, and have a great evening. Well, with whatever's going on with your HOA, I hope everything is A-okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this all taken care of. So we do need to line up coal. Do we have coal? Oh, crap, we're almost out of coal. That's not great. I guess we'll make it work to the best of our ability here. That is unfortunate. So, we will do what we can. So while we're refueling, let's talk a little bit about what's going on, in the world of the Ragtimer. As I said, this stream is titled, basically community chaos and updates. So here's the updates part of that, and I'll talk a little bit about this. We won't harp on it for too long, but just so you guys know what's going on with the Ragtimer. We talked about 2 months ago or so that Ragtimer was going to get some more responsibilities in the day job. And that has definitely happened. Ragtimer's been working a lot of 6-day weeks and long hours just trying to get stuff done for the day job. And stuff is going pretty well. We got some exciting events coming up this weekend. We're doing the East Broad Top Goes to War event. We're expecting to have like around 100 to 150 reenactors here on site. So that's going to be awesome. Today we spent the day decorating and getting that all prepped, so hopefully you guys can come out and take a look at it if you are local to Central Pennsylvania. But as a result of that, plus some stuff outside of the day job and just music stuff and other things, my schedule has become ludicrous, where I'm spending a lot of time working and not a lot of time relaxing, to be blunt. So, there's definitely a little bit of burnout going on. But one of the things that I've realized is, with all the stuff here on YouTube, obviously we've had different tiers for a long time where people have been promised community nights and early access to videos, and then there's no videos, and then other stuff like that. And it's to the point where I cannot realistically commit to a lot of that stuff. So the old membership tiers on YouTube basically got scrapped, for lack of a better term, just because Ragtimers had a lot going on, and I feel guilty that I tell people, hey, if you support me at this level, you're going to get all this cool stuff, and then I'm not able to commit to the cool stuff. So I do apologize, and I'm very thankful to all of you who have stuck through a lot of that stuff over the past few months, a few weeks, because Ragtimer's life is just hectic as hell. So, good stuff's happening. It's just very, very hectic. So, as I mentioned before, if you're on the Discord, you probably saw the post about an hour ago. And here on YouTube, you probably saw that. And if you're on other places like Discord, I don't know how to, or not Discord, but Twitch and other things, I don't know how to post in there. But basically what this means is Ragtimer is going to be only committing to 1 day a month for streaming, or not 1 day a month, 1 day a week for streaming. And we've restructured the YouTube thing and the Twitch stuff for more. If you do want to join as a channel member, more of a general support. And then if we do have things like videos and stuff, you do get early access to that, priority responses to comments, the Discord role of Angry's Train Crew, a few other things like that. But I just feel guilty that I can't promise things to you and have things happen. And Arctic, thank you for rejoining as a member. So appreciate it. So that's what's going on. There's definitely a bit of burnout going, but it just kind of is what it is. And I thank you guys for tuning along and, still being a part of this thing, because it's been a lot of fun. Just life's getting a lot busier. Holy hell, is it getting busy. So that's more or less what's going on. What the hell? What's disconnected? Why am I not hooked up the way I should be? Something's open. We can shove back in. Get this going. But let's go ahead. Let's make sure that our switches are aligned as we make this cut into Bryson Briquette. And I don't remember where the pulpwood goes. Let's find out. And Colin Black, hello, good day. Hope that's all good. But yeah. And again, sorry if I sound like I have very little energy. The fact is, I don't. I don't have a lot of energy. When you're moving around giant iron pieces and running around all over the state and doing stuff, it's exciting. It's pretty cool, but a lot going on. And by a lot, I mean if you only knew. If you only knew. Okay. So let's see. Where's this going? Okay. I thought that was the case, but let's... Oh, God. I'm completely detached from this train. Oh, crap. Crap. So let's see. I probably could have been better just, yeah, let's just do it this way. But I could be the cool kid who could do stuff this way. And CSX, thank you. And Nickel Plate Road 77 thank you as well. As I said, it's been interesting couple of weeks here. All right. So that's now unloading, which means that the rest of this process will finally go. We do have one car over here to go, but I kind of want to wait for that second car to unload. And I'm hoping that now that we have the plywood there, not the plywood, the pulpwood. Let's go ahead and just see what else we can do. We're actually just going to leave number 3 parked there for the moment. So we have a bunch of shit we got to take. So we've got stuff for the Whittier sawmill. We've got a bunch of stuff going to Whittier proper. We got stuff going over there. ELA cars. And then, holy hell, do we have a lot of Kirkland stuff. My God. Okay. And then we've got all this stuff for Bryson. A lot of stuff that probably should have gone back and just been switched out. So here's what we're going to do. Because I'm lazy. Not lazy. Smart. Because I'm smart. Let's going to go ahead and uncouple that. And we're going to grab... We're actually going to run tender first with just the 90. I'm going to leave the 7 here. So what we'll do is we'll take the 7 away, and we'll go from there. Yes, Arctic and Midland, if you do want to hop in, I'm in the usual place. I can't promise how accessible the passenger train is, but I am taking Strasburg 90 with me. So Midland can deal with it. Couple of exciting things coming up in the near future, though. So General is going to be coming up to visit in a few days here. And he's going to be helping out as part of the Friends of These Broad Top work week. But also with that, he's bringing his live steam engine up. So hopefully we'll get some hands-on time with the live steam. And we can show that off on the channel here in the next week or so. And looks like I do have some friends who have joined. So it looks like we have Arctic and Midland in here. So hello, guys.
Hello. 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 Never fear, reinforcements are here.
Did you bring
and
alcohol?
A general making a box. I can if you want.
I feel like I need it.
Understandable. It sounds like you've had a very busy day.
Yes. So.
What was the result of that busy day? It going well, or was it just busy?
Just busy. Just busy. So I wish I had more optimistic things of, oh yeah, we got X, Y, and Z done, and everyone's happy, and everyone's, you know.
It's just busy.
It's just busy. So.
That's fair.
You know.
I will say stuff and things happened today that hopefully result in something.
Oh yeah, that's
on
right.
My end.
You had your interviews, right?
Yes, I had both of them.
Do you think they went well?
The first one, for the second time with this company, because this was the final round interview with both of these companies. And frankly, both of them, if I'm honest, felt like I was giving the interview of my life. So I'm hoping that's a good sign.
I hope so too.
Well, hopefully you did well.
Oh man, we have low coal and low water. Perfect. Also, our railroad basically has no coal left. So just so you know.
No coal? Solution. Dieselize.
You haven't addressed that yet?
The cars are ordered. I don't know if they're here. I don't think they're at Bryson yet. We might have extra coal hoppers at
Whittier.
At Whittier that we might need to repurpose for the tower here at Bryson, but that is a future us problem to deal with.
I thought there was
Sounds
2
like-
hoppers at Whittier.
There are. There's
Potentially.
actually 3.
It doesn't sound like a future you problem. That sounds like a current you problem. Does it have battery? Yes.
In case you
Alright.
wonder what's happening in the background, General Stonewall, as we mentioned, is preparing for a trip up to visit the Broad Top and to assist with the SPT work week, but he's also bringing up the live steam engine. Part of that is building a nice box that can be used to transport said live steam engine. So that
And
way
I
it is
quickly
safe.
realized that I do not have enough time, and I'm trying to use my freaking router table. So I have resorted to screwing my router table workbench to my plastic workbench in an effort to keep it safe.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, you know when you have a day where you do a lot of manual labor and you have to drive around for a while to get shit done? I'm having
Yes.
one of those days. So,
That is a not that fun of a day.
yeah. Again, stuff got done. It's not exciting stuff. Oh my god, they did the thing! You know,
It's all the
Just-
back end.
it needs to happen, and then y'all are going to be like, oh, cool, that looks fun. CSX asking Ragtimer, did you see that triple cylindered mic that came out? I did. I thought I had downloaded it for the game, but I don't think I actually installed it. Yesterday, I fully intended to stream, but when I got home, my computer would basically like fire up, get past the login screen, and whenever I tried to then open a window, the whole computer would freeze. And I wasn't sure what was going on, so I had to update the BIOS, I updated the graphics card, I updated basically all the different drivers I could for this. And now things are done, and the computer's running smoothly again, but it's just another one of those, you know, here we go again sort of scenarios. So, okay.
Not really ideal when all you want to do is come home and play video games and stream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself while I'm running my router so that I don't do your audience router ASMR.
Alrighty.
So
Angry
obviously
Be
at
Aware.
Bryson, there's a whole bunch of shit for people to do. There's switching galore. There's obviously the passenger train, but
Yeah, I'm already at Bryson. I'm going to start work down here.
cool.
I have the 6 and am preparing to do stuff and things with it.
And I'm in the number 3.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll be right back.
So I wish the weather up here would be a little more cooperative. For those who haven't been following, there's been a lot of rain in the East Coast for past few days, which has meant a lot of water, which means that we've actually had some flooding up here. Thankfully, I'm not personally affected by it, but it's just been not fun for a lot of people. And we have an outdoor-centric event going on at the railroad this weekend, and a lot of the places we're using for that are currently waterlogged, which is not optimal.
That is very not optimal.
Yeah, so we've been trying to make some decisions in how everything kind of works, and, you know, hopefully tomorrow morning we'll have a better idea of how everything goes.
I mean, luckily today it didn't rain us really at all, so hopefully it dries up a bit.
Yeah, apparently there's the thunderstorm heading east right now that
Oh,
another
boy.
person told me about. But I'm hopeful. The rain we are supposed to have tomorrow looks to primarily be between like 6 and 7 in the morning for all of like maybe a half an inch of rain,
Yeah.
and then it dries out. Literally, then it just dries out. So I'm hopeful that that happens, and that way we can use the space that we were planning on for our event. Otherwise, things are going to go cuckoo real quick. And Colin Black saying, "Will there be a weather mod for this sim?" I think someone already has a weather mod.
I think there is one, and I think there's potentially a better version of it coming from the same individual.
Yeah. So stay tuned, maybe, possibly.
Possible.
Okay, it looks like I'm almost at the top of the grade here. We're cruising at a nice, relaxing 15 miles an hour.
Nice. Is that a struggling 15, or is that just like where it found its pace?
It's where it's found its pace. It slowed down. And Lich Lord Curtis resubscribing at Tier 1 on Twitch. Hello, Mr. Ragtimer. How are you tonight? Also, you don't need to add time to the counter for this. Well, I appreciate it. As I said at the beginning of the stream and kind of in the title too, this is a community chaos stream, so if you guys do want to see stuff like crashes or runaways or stuff like that, I'm open to letting it happen tonight, just because I want to have some stupid fun and not worry about stuff a bit. So, if people do want that to happen, we can do that. I'm not setting like dollar amounts or anything, because I don't want to seem like a whore for money. But if people want to see that happen, if you want to chip in a few bucks, we can do that. But, and again, I apologize if I sound like I have like no energy. I'm just kind of down. I'm just freaking tired. That's the only way I can put it. I'm just freaking tired. And unfortunately, I don't get a break until Wednesday.
Oh.
And I've been going strong for the past
month, practically.
Yeah. It's been a while. And Lichford first, I'm not sure what happened with the resub message. It appeared fine on my screen. I don't know if it changed or anything on yours. And yes, we do have some main central cards here, along with other exciting railroads. So, I really do love these freight car skin mods that people have added in. They're incredible, and they really add a lot of depth to the game.
Add some life to it too.
Also, while it's on my mind, obviously, if you can hear it in the background, we've got some of the ragtime music playing from my group. A huge thank you to all of you who purchased either CDs or digital downloads of some of my music. It really means a lot, and I appreciate it. It certainly helps the coffers as well. There's going to be a lot of expenses coming up with the Garden Railroad, so everything's going towards that right now and helping to pay down the credit card. So, it does mean a lot that you guys supported, and I did recognize a few people from the streams that chipped in, so thank you. If you do want to check out the music, if you like what you're hearing, I'll put a link in the description here to the My Orchestra's website. I did just get a call about a gig in May for next year out in the place, so that was exciting. So, a couple of things coming up.
So So wait, you're already booking gigs for next year?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. Now that's standard practice, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, go inside the passing siding, and then we're gonna go to the switcheroo place over here. And that way we can go ahead and then do some switching. We've got some cars that are here for Ela proper, and then we got a lot of stuff for Kirkland that I want to drop off. Oh god, we're heading back uphill with this. And I have less than 3,000 gallons of water. Well, I'll make it to Ela. Or not Ela.
Yeah, you should be fine. Are you going all the way up to Kirkland with it?
I will be. But I'm going to break this up into a couple of consoles that are here.
You should be fine then.
Yeah.
As long as you don't do what I did and try and shove 180 cars up there.
Yep. Thankfully, with this area being kind of flat, it allows me to get a little bit of stuff going.
Yep. Get up some speed. Also, Colin Black mentioning the Davenport duplex that's now available for the game as a logging engine.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's a little 262 Davenport duplex geared engine
That sounds terrible.
available for the game.
I mean, I'm morbidly curious, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if I want to find out.
Just to put it this way, you could be doing 20 and the rods are as if you're doing 40 because of the gearing.
Ooh.
It is logging engine. It is very much logging engine.
Interesting.
It's not a duplex that people traditionally think of. However, it is a duplex.
Okay. Thank you, Colin Black, for the reminder. If you do like the content, feel free to like the stream or share it with your friends. It does mean a lot. Again, I just apologize if I sound low energy. It is been a time. It's been a time. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see what we got going here. So we need to bring our train in without dumping it before that switch. And we've got another 20 cars, looks like, to go. So let's go ahead and put a 5-pound set on and hopefully start slowing this puppy down.
Also, apparently somebody put out a little Porter 040, like the little tiny one up in Steamtown.
I did see that. That one looked kind of cute. Unfortunately, our trains are getting longer and longer, so...
We just need an army of them.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay, we're almost through the end of the switch here. And Big Bad John with a $20 donation saying, "Get the Davenport, it's a hard puller." Lol. I don't know if I have the Davenport installed.
I don't think it's on Nexus yet. I think it might be in the modding server somewhere. Potentially.
Gotcha. God, this is a long-ass train. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and grab the cars for Ela Farm Supply. We're going to take those around, drop them off, come back, leave the other cars on this cut, and then we'll continue our way to Kirkland. But
Excellent.
where is the Davenport? I again, I'm sorry if I feel down. It's literally like in a way I feel like I failed a little bit, because everything was like, oh yeah, we'll stream like 3 or 4 nights a week. We'll do this, we'll do that, and then none of that happened. So I want to try to make sure I'm actually doing what people want. So you said it's in the modding server?
It's probably in the modding server, yeah. If not, we're just gonna have to wait on it until they more widely distribute it.
Okay, I see the K36 or 66 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see. Western Fishery. I'm not seeing it offhand.
Okay, we may need to look into that further later.
Yeah.
In the meantime, time to run around the passenger train.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Bad John. I'm not finding the engine you're referring to. I do apologize. So
Could be one of those things coming soon, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
let's use the power of gravity to hopefully get back to the other end of the map here.
The power of gravity and potentially friendship.
No, just gravity this time.
Just gravity.
Gravity with a depravity.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Also, geez, that little porter apparently only weighs 16 tons. Jeez.
And what do you get?
Tiny bit.
Okay, so let's see. So we've got that, and then we've got one car that's going to there. So the one we have on the end is technically Ela Farm Supplies. Let's uncouple that on the fly. And then you know what? Let's be silly. Ask Sam from WNC. I will try to do that. I have not talked with Sam in a hot minute, so. Alright, let's leave those there. Let's follow our cars, which are running uncontrollably down the line. And hopefully they have enough momentum to get where they're going. That one's slowing down more than I want. Okay, so that needs to go there, and then the other ones will go to the other place. And here comes the first car. Rolling, and rolling, and rolling.
It's rolling, rolling, rolling.
Next few are coming. Unleash the army of porters. I mean, you could. Oh shit.
What's the power on the road? Just an army of 16-ton porters.
Oh my god, that actually worked well. Okay, eat a
Perfectly spot.
house. Do the thing. Do the thing well.
Do the thing that we want you to do.
Yes. All right, it's there. How many porters does it take to get up red marble? All of them. That is correct. That is not a euphemism. That is just a correct factual statement. Also, for those who are wondering, yes, I'm using Strasbourg 90, but the whistle is whatever Midland put on last time, which I believe is DNRGW 489's whistle, which I am all for right now.
I thought I had a Reading 6 on there.
No, I think it was General that had it the last time.
Yeah, it's a Reading cut down 6, but it's the one from
Okay, it's that one.
Darkwa.
That one.
Yeah. 516-ton porters. That's a lot. It's a lot of porters.
That's probably more 16-ton porters than have ever existed by a factor of about 100.
So,
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
No, I'm thoroughly entertained.
Mm.
That is much entertainment.
Okay, so let's just nice and gently. Santa Fe is the logging loco, by the way. What do you mean by that, Celestial? I'm very confused.
Apparently, the Santa Fe is a logging locomotive. I don't know.
I doubt that. But
That sounds
okay,
like
so
pain.
we have hoppers through the wazoo. And then at the other end of the hoppers, we have 2 more cars for supplies. Where the fuck is the engine? Oh, there it is. I will also, I did get an update on the Goose today. So for
Goose
those
update.
of you who might have been wondering, so the Goose was supposed to be done like a week ago. And I finally heard back from the guy yesterday saying, hey, it should be done tomorrow evening. Tomorrow meaning today. This morning I get a text message from him saying, hey, the speaker you have is a little big. And he showed me pictures. He's like, I can get it wired up, but it might require taking out the back 2 seats in the Goose. And I said, well, as long as you don't break them off and I can reinstall them, that's fine. He's like, okay, a few hours go by. Get another text. Hey, I actually don't have a power pack for my programming track. I've ordered one. One will be here in a week.
Oh, jeez.
So I am hopeful that on Monday evening I will be able to go pick up said Goose or another day. And Rolling with Samana with the $7.50. Good evening, gentlemen. Been a while. How's everyone going? We're going okay. Thank you for joining in.
Fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. So, you know, on one hand, I'm kind of upset because it's like this was supposed to be done a week ago. I mean, I guess I get what I'm paying for, and I was paying a really, like, a steal of a deal. As long as I get it back and it's working and I don't have, like, 2 trashed seats from the back of the car body on the Goose, then it'll be fine. But, you know, we'll make it work somehow. But
Well, it sounds like you're making good progress with it, at least.
I've got photo evidence he's been working on it, so.
Yeah.
That's good. Any word on the K-27 at all?
No, I figure it's been at Strasbourg now for about a week and a half, and apparently the gauge guy is only in like 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So I figure at the end of this week I might give a call and just say, hey, just curious, what we're looking at. Joe Grover, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. For those who were not here earlier, again, I won't go over the entire thing, but basically Angry set the membership tiers because I didn't feel like I could live up to what some of them were doing, so I resettled it as a more of like a general support tier at $4.99 a month. And it does still get you early access to videos whenever we have them. And, a few other perks still that we have, but I just feel like I couldn't keep up with some of the stuff that I had promised people before. And I do appreciate your understanding on that, but I just wanted to not let you guys down. So that's where we're at. So, meanwhile, General's apparently doing general things.
Making steady progress. Although I apparently cut the 2 router slots too narrow.
Oh.
Real poop.
So I'm going to have to slightly, and I mean slightly, adjust my absolutely sketchy ass setup. That's right. Damn it. As I drop all of the stuff that I was using to clean up.
Oh, jeez.
So, for reference, Angry, you missed the saga of setting this router table up. I've had to essentially screw the router table into my plastic workbench because I don't have enough clips, or I don't have enough clamps rather. So, and I'm having to use a yardstick as a fence or like a guide for the router table because the guide that was on the router table didn't have enough throw for what I'm trying to do. Because I'm trying to put these slots like 3 3/4 inches in on a 2x10, and I only had like 2 inches of throw, or no, like 1 inch of throw on the old gates. So yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going to quickly mute myself while I do this again, so you don't have to hear the sound of a router going on.
The wonderful router ASMR.
Yes.
Yeah, Midland was getting some air compressor ASMR earlier.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And White Pass Aficionado 400 saying, Angry Be Jealous, guess who owns a G-Scale K28 473? Is that the one that was on YouTube, or not YouTube, on eBay for a bit, the LGB one, or is that an AccuCraft? Both are good. Just curious. And then White Pass Aficionado saying, EBT 18 or Strasbourg 31? Well, Strasbourg 31 is probably going to run in my lifetime. EBT 18 probably not. So by that logic, the 31.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
Also, Angry, whereabouts are you? You still up at Kirkland?
I'm at Kirkland.
Okay. I'm on my way. I'm still west of Gov Island.
Okay.
But I'm on my way.
Your switches may need to be thrown at Ela, just as a heads up.
They're looking in line for my movement at the moment.
Well, lucky you. And Ernaho, welcome. Penn Central 1969 saying Big Shay 6 or Rio Grande Southern 20. Ooh, that's a choice.
Cool.
I'm going to go with Big 6. I haven't given a lot of love to Shays recently, so.
Frankly, for me, part of me wants to say RGS 20, but the chances of me seeing RGS 20 before I see Shay 6 are slim to none. And I really kind of want to see Shay 6. I'm not going to lie. Big Shay is kind of a vibe.
Big Shay is best.
I really do want to take a trip down the Cass at some point. When I'm hopefully gainfully employed.
Okay, I've made an adjustment. Let's see what happens. Does it fit? As I carefully maneuver the very expensive steam locomotive onto my sticky-ass setup. Way it fits.
Okay, let's see. Going past
So,
the hoppers here.
I'm quickly realizing I could have got away with using 1 buys on everything instead of a 2 buy on the base.
He says that now.
Well, it doesn't help me because I've already bought the 2 buy, and actually the 2 buys were cheaper than the 1 buys.
Official PR asking, would you rather be stuck in a boxcar with Midland or be in the cab with White Pass 73 with Heiss? Well, as someone who I believe has been in a boxcar with Midland at the same time but not locked in, I would prefer White Pass 73 with Heiss.
Wow.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure one of those things was already experienced.
Yeah. Official PR also saying, and I too have a G-Scale K28. Again, I asked the question because it had not been answered before. Do you have the AccuCraft one or the LGB one, the LGB Aster one? Let me know. And your volume is too low, Angry Midland. My volume seems to be coming through just fine on my end. Maybe
You guys can hear me fine. Yeah. Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you fine on my end.
I hear you perfectly.
Maybe it's your mixer or whatever.
Hope not, but we'll find out.
Also check it out.
Yeah. I blame society.
No, I meant like check it out what I just put in F-scale chat.
Oh, hold on. What are you putting in F-Scale chat?
Oh God.
The now mostly completed base
I see.
for my locomotive. And it fits pretty perfectly down in there, I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
It's like surprising how well it fits.
Nice. You guys are a tad low. Might be YouTube. I don't know. Well, on my end, it's almost pushing levels, so I don't know what to tell you here.
Yeah. Maybe turn your own speakers up or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
You could check your actual like computer volume. Sometimes, depending on what browser you're using, sometimes I've found that Windows would randomly turn down like Google Chrome for some reason.
Turn down for what?
Yeah, turn down for what?
I also know that sometimes I've had it in the past where Windows will turn down my microphone for zero reason, and it hasn't yet. So
Yeah, I've had that before. I've had Windows will just randomly turn down volumes on random things for no apparent reason.
Interesting. All right.
Turn down for what?
We got a few cars we can switch out while we're up here. And of course, that one's in the middle of a freaking cut. Of course it is. So maybe we won't get that
middle,
one.
Yeah, maybe just leave that.
The Southern representative strikes again. The Southern Yardmaster.
Show you a Southern Young Master.
What? Want to repeat that statement?
You heard me.
Did he stutter?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't. They might have.
No,
I don't know.
I have to be nice to General right now. He's helping me out with a secret project.
Secret squirrel.
Yes.
Secret project?
Yeah,
You'll
secret
find out
project.
in due time.
Oh, God.
It's on a need-to-know basis, and
It actually
don't
is on
need
a
to know.
need-to-know basis, so I'm not even bullshitting
Yeah.
that. That is literally
It is on a need-to-know basis, and Midland does not need to know.
that is
not
correct.
at the moment.
All
You
will be
learn-
revealed.
You will learn soon. Yeah, all will be revealed in time.
All right, I did some adjusting here. Hopefully that comes through a little bit better, but we shall see.
Okay. I am debating about if I want to try to do more routing tonight or not because it's already almost 7:30.
It's 7:19.
7:20. Yeah, it's 7. It's 7:20 essentially, and I'm. Yeah.
Also, I
does
like
the
how we
project
were-
involve exactly 326 seagulls? No.
357.
And in fact, I probably won't even talk about that secret project on stream because of what it is. So,
You're wrong.
unfortunately,
It
this is all you
involves
know.
300. It involves 327 seagulls.
Holy crap! Don't.
Also,
spill the
I like how we were talking about Big Six earlier, and I just scrolled through Facebook, and from Jin Pearson Photography is a video about Heisler 6, not Big Six, but Heisler 6, from their photo charter a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I need to message Walter to see if I can get on the next one, just for giggles. I'd have no purpose being there other than just being a foamer, but you know.
So
Sometimes it's
angry.
good to know.
Yeah,
Here's a question:
here's an answer.
How fancy should I get with this thing?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Because, well, no, technically speaking, I have the router table already screwed down to my workbench at this point, right?
Uh-huh.
And I could change out the router bit and like put bevel corners or some crap on my actual, like the ends of my box. If that makes sense. To make the fancy, the edges fancy, essentially.
Let's see. I completely bombed that. Strasburg Tim 1997. Hello. Vanderbilt tender versus coast to coast tender. I don't know what the coast to coast tender is. So Vanderbilt.
It's
and
like a
then
big
also-
Penzi tender.
Well, fuck that. And then Great Western 90 or RGS 20. Great Western 90. I'm not biased to what I'm currently using in Steam.
Yeah, you're totally.
Totally not biased.
Especially because I saw the gentleman who was in charge of getting the 90 back in service a few days ago. I'm definitely not
I did
biased.
you know.
Yeah, he's also an engineer and fireman at the Broad Top. So, good dude, very good dude.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? I know we mentioned about not grabbing the card that's in the middle of the cut. However,
You're
probably
looking
just
at
gonna
it
be
and you're
easiest
saying
to get it.
It's bugging you.
you're looking at it and you're gonna say we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah,
It's here. We're here. Might as well go for it.
yeah. Conrail or chassis system? Chassis system, please.
All the way.
I want classy, not bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even a question. I mean, Conrail had the pretty blue, but Jesse,
Chassis's better.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Angry, be aware. I'm out of your way, Adela.
Better be. Lehigh Valley or the Reading? Reading.
Not by
Also,
itself on that one, are you?
W09 Train Fan, hello. Western Maryland or Norfolk Southern or Norfolk and Western? Wow. I'm gonna go with Western Maryland.
Really?
Yeah. Because Fireball.
Well, yes, but I gotta go with Norfolk or Norfolk Western.
I was about to say, there's a change of word there that makes a lot of difference.
A Freudian slip. Call it that.
B&O or C&O? B&O. B&O for sure. I keep seeing, so our mutual friend Boo, who's not in the server right now, can attest to this. I was at a train show down in Maryland back in like February. And there was I think it was a Aristocraft ABA set with dining cars for B&O, and it was beautiful. The problem was it didn't run well. And the price was actually not bad on it, but it was tempting. But I was like, nope, I am running narrow gauge, not B&O.
I mean, you can always do like some people do and just mix it up every night.
Southern Pacific or Union Pacific?
I'm gonna go with Southern Pacific.
I think I'm also gonna go with Southern Pacific. Oil fire Vanderbilt tenders,
yeah.
please, and plus cab forward.
Yeah, cab forward is a plus.
But also the 210-2s they had, those were kind of like perfectly proportioned.
Missouri Pacific or the Katy? I really don't know much about both, so I'm going to go with the Katy. Just because it's referenced in the song I know.
Ow.
See, I appreciate that when people like comment in the streams now, it's no longer like, do you like chicken or fish? Now it's actually train related.
Well, now that you brought it up, somebody's going to ask that.
Well, if they do, they're going to immediately have the comment removed.
Well, it's a genuine question. Which do you prefer, chicken or fish?
Probably chicken. I like my tendies. Anyways.
I'm gonna sound kind of snobbish here, but I enjoy a good tuna steak.
That's okay to be snobbish.
I mean, like, have you had like a good tuna steak?
I have not.
It is an experience.
My experience with tuna is either ahi tuna or sushi.
My experience with tuna is owl tuna.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the majority of my experience with tuna, and that's why I normally don't really care for tuna, but like tuna steak.
Speaking of General, have you been to Altoona yet?
I think so. I can't remember.
Well, because I'm not trying to say I'm gonna distract you away from helping at the railroad while you're here, but we could always
sneak away.
Have you skip a day, and then we go to Altoona and foam the curve.
So yeah, no, I have not been to Altoona. So I can go ahead and mention this, but I was originally planning on actually heading that way on Monday. So not actually, helping on Monday, but going up there on Monday.
Well, the thing is, on Monday, the museum is not open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the curve's only open, Wednesday to Sunday or something?
Okay.
That could be something good for you guys to do on Wednesday, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Sidebar, Midland.
Yes.
I still have not seen the sign-up sheet.
It's up.
It's up. I'll make sure you get it.
Okay.
Let's see. Would you like steam turbine engines like in the sim, like the Sean Henry or Cino? No, they weren't really successful. Boston and Maine or Maine Central. I really don't know much about either, so I'm not going to choose. Chips or fries? Nope. We're not doing food talk tonight. Not doing food talk.
No food talk.
Altoona or Durango for train towns? Durango, fight me.
No, I agree with that.
Penn Central or NS? It's NS. Don't dare sully or mention the name of
Penn Central.
Penn Central. What a shitty railroad. I'm not going to acknowledge any food things tonight. So,
but you acknowledge the existence of Penn Central.
I think that's it. That there's the word of unfortunate in front of that statement.
Strasburg or Durango for train times? Durango, by far. Strasburg is not a train town. Strasburg is a tourist overload for those who like the Amish.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Invincible Moose or Invincible Moose with the comically large floppy. Celestial Caboose, what the fuck are you smoking? Because it doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
I have some? What are you smoking and can we have some?
I'm beginning to wonder the same thing. What the heck is he smoking?
All right, so I have decided against routing the corners now, but I may do that later. Also, I'm about to mute myself as air compressor.
Air compressor.
Compressing all your shit.
All right.
Let's see. Handbrakes need to come off. There's one car with a handbrake. And then here's another car with a handbrake. There's another car with a handbrake. All right, let's go ahead and drift down to Funky Town.
Are you engaging in gravity operations?
Maybe.
Potentially.
The jury's still out.
Could be.
What the fuck was that noise? Don't make me shoot a baby with a Nerf gun. Okay. Let's get these coal hoppers down from Kirkland. We can have that ready for a return pickup.
Apparently, noise suppression actually does work and suppresses out the noise of the air compressor.
Yes.
484 Northern or 464 Hudson.
Ooh.
765 though.
Is a 284 Burke.
Oh wait, that's right. Then it's 464. I'm gonna go with the Hudsons.
Hudsons are nice. Some Northerns can look nice, but also some Northerns just look way too big.
Fair. I am unscrewing my router table from my workbench.
Excellent.
And JSJ just became a member. What did you miss? You missed Ragtime. We're missing a fucking switch. Wait, no, we're good. We're good.
Get out of here, you hornety bastard.
Welcome,
Right, sticky
JSJ,
bastard.
back to the world of tomorrow.
The Bone Zone.
New York Central Niagara 484, South African Railway 25 Class 484. I don't know anything about the South African Railway engines, so by default, it's the New York Central.
I was just gonna say New York Central because that's because America. Is that South African one they mentioned, like the Red Devil? Same class as the Red Devil, or am I making that up in my head?
I think it is. Think so?
If it is, I know
JSJ
roughly
just
what
gifted
the
5 memberships. Well, thank you, JSJ. And thank you for saying don't do first person, because I appreciate not doing first person.
Are we starting a bidding war again?
Unless you don't need to, though. What does that mean, JSJ? I'm confused.
As long as you want to, you don't need to.
I mean, I would prefer to be in third person. I think you guys enjoy it a little bit more to actually see the pretty choo-choos when they do their thing.
You don't know what they like. They know what they like.
Also, it's raining. Well, JSJ, I don't want the rain.
I had that for like the last 3 days. Please, no more.
Yeah, can you keep the rain, please?
And thank you again, JSJ, and welcome to the new channel members. Thank you. New York Central Niagara, because it inspired the SNCF 242A1, which, if you don't know about, is arguably one of the best steam locomotives, period. I don't even know what that is. And thank you for subscribing to the channel, Daniel Breed. Rio Grande of Virginia and Truckee. Rio Grande. The VNT is cool, but Durgwa.
Yeah. Well,
And JSJ, go ahead.
The 242A1, that's a French steam engine.
Oh, well, fuck the French.
Wow. Real feelings coming up tonight.
Ragtimer with his angry take. Maybe
Yeah,
that's why
angry-
they call him Angry Ragtimer.
Crazy thought.
Angry is just like the Hulk. The secret is he's always angry.
The secret is I had Taco Bell for the first time in like a year earlier today.
Oh,
I don't
God.
regret it.
You don't regret it.
I
Nice.
don't regret it. I also am not shitting my
Bell
pants,
is
so you
good.
know. Wait, is that
Taco Bell is
JSJ?
good. It is.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, our rain gauge outside of work says almost 2.5 inches of rain today.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah,
keep,
you can
that.
keep it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have an event this weekend. I can't deal with any rain right now. So,
Yeah, you can keep that. You can keep that.
Please and thank you. I had that much rain. We were having that type of rain like the last 2 days, and that's what prevented me from doing a lot of this woodworking stuff because I didn't want to do it with my garage door closed.
for a moment, I thought you said Squidwarding stuff, and I was about to be very confused.
What? Oh. You just got me confused now.
Wait, why is your engine now 1223 in Whittier? Wait, was that engine always 1223?
No, it was the 6.
You should put it back to the 6.
I will. I was just doing a mild funny because we have it in Pensy paint.
Okay. Okay. Now I got to decide where I want these straps to go. How do I want? Okay.
Okay, so we now have all the stuff delivered over at Eli and Kirkland, and hopefully the Kirkland cars will start bopping down the track.
Bopping and weaving.
Yep. So that means that we'll now go ahead and take the 90. We'll pull this cut forward. We'll run around on the passing siding, and then we'll go ahead and pull all the way back to Whittier.
There's my tape measure. Okay.
Oh, where is this hairbrush?
So I've got to keep at least a minimum of 3/4 inch clearance to the end of the board.
Yes. All right. Where the fuck's my train? Hopefully it gets here soon. Let's see. AEM7 hot take. I don't know what that is. That's from Smith the Diesel. Let's see. GG1 or Toaster? GG1. Red Devil was modified from the sound. Okay, whatever. Alco PA or Baldwin Sharknose? Alco PA. Angry, why do you genuinely like Great Western 90? Because it was one of the first engines I actually remember riding behind as a kid. So. And JSJ, it sounds like you just need to upgrade a whole bunch of stuff. Because you've upgraded your PC. Now it sounds like you need to upgrade your phone. Keep saying no to SIM card.
Okay.
And it's okay. You can like whatever you like from the Strasbourg Railroad. I just like what I like. And my order of favorites is going to be 90, 89, 475, 7132.
I gotta say, I like 89 more than I do 90.
Oh, fuck you too.
My personal take. Well, I just little mogul. It's a mogul and it's adorable, and everyone I've talked to who's ridden on it or operated it or fired it all say it's a doll.
I mean, I did ride it the day after you were up here in the cab.
I know, and yeah, you've also received a cab ride in it, so
It pays to know people.
Yes, it does.
It does.
It also pays to be a big
Whatever I
wig
am
at
at the
broad
place.
top,
Yes.
Yeah. One of the mustached, whirling robber barons of the broad top.
Mustache twirling rubber baron. Kind of love it. But also hate it.
I mean, is it wrong?
Just because you're not wrong doesn't mean you're not right either.
Just because I'm not wrong doesn't mean I'm not right.
Correct.
So that means I'm right.
It means fuck you.
Oh, well, okay, well, screw you too then.
Listen, I'm offering to take you to the curve next week, and you're insulting me.
Look, you did it first.
Wow.
In my defense, he started it. In my client's defense, Your Honor, he said he started it. What was that measurement? I literally looked at it half a second ago. Okay, 7 inches. My client pleads Nana Boobies here.
And cool to hear, me and Mike. Okay.
Do you believe in perhaps?
Man, I wish making money in real life was as easy as making money in Railroader.
Life would be a lot easier if it was.
Step 1, own a railroad, okay?
Step 2,
don't mess it up.
something.
Yeah.
Step 3, profit.
Yeah, step 2, own a railroad. Step 1, own a railroad. Step 2, don't crash. Step 3, question mark. Step 4, profit.
And Zach Peterson asking, what is this music? This is music from my musical group. I will post the link again in the chat in case you want to check it out or download/purchase it for yourself.
Yeah, didn't y'all just release another album?
I did.
In multiple different physical media, right?
Yes.
Including vinyl. If you're into that.
Yes.
Didn't you also do some digital releases for this one too?
Yes, everything's digital and vinyl. or CD? I see you, JSJ. All right, I'm on my way to Viridian City. I mean, on my way to Whittier, and hopefully I don't run out of water.
You'll probably be fine. How much you got left?
Just under 2,000 gallons.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine. I mean, you have a tank in about 2 miles in Whittier proper if you need it.
Whoa.
Lovely. Alright, so 10 inches will put me right between the sand dome and the steam dome. Honestly, that might be enough. Well, I'm thinking about it. Okay, let's do this. Go ahead and do this. Take this back off without breaking the butane line.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
Yeah. The kind of crappy thing is I'm having to constantly move my locomotive back and forth between where I'm working on it, or where I'm working on this board, and a piece of track that I have to set it on.
You're a piece of track.
Which is like 20, 30 foot away. So I'm constantly running the risk of something going horribly, horribly wrong, but I'm sure it's fine.
And Colin Black saying, recently heard Mark Knopfler play the last post by guitar. I don't know what that means.
Last what?
Knopfler played the last post by guitar.
Oh, your guess is as good as mine?
Something about Dire Straits?
Probably. Possibly. Allegedly. Indubitably.
Homogenized, pasteurized.
Motorized.
Bonafide?
Yes.
Certified.
6-car monorail?
Yeah.
You know what simulator I haven't seen yet that I would actually kind of like to see at some point, just to see it once?
What's that?
A monorail simulator.
I feel like that's a thing. I feel like I want to say I've seen that as a thing.
Part of me wants to say that seems silly, but at the same token,
You understand?
yes.
Without condoning or condemning, you understand?
Yes.
Also, you missed it. I couldn't find my can of WD-40, so you know what I ended up using is oil to get the polish loose on my...
Another thing of WD-40?
No, I actually used the thing of oil, 3-in-1 oil I got for my steam locomotive.
Wow.
Wait. I am opening this stupid packaging for this, these drill bits like an absolute caveman right now. caveman with access to a really big knife.
Well, please don't cut yourself.
Yeah,
If you cut yourself, only cut yourself with friends.
Horizontal for... That's it, never mind.
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Okay, let's see what I got here. I got a whole bunch of Whittier sawmill cars. Got Borden Creamery, and then a few things for the thing across the way.
I
So-
understand that they put these things in these clear plastic packages because it looks good on a shelf, but it's the biggest pain in the ass to open.
Go to luncheon every day. She used to think it funny, and if hubby ever knew, she often used to wonder what he'd say. One night she was awakened by the most familiar voice. The voice beside her, it would seem. Her hubby must be talking in his dream. She sat.
Remember, kids, when opening packages with a knife, always cut away from yourself. This has been Safety Tip. The gym.
this is your annual safety notice with the general.
Don't do stupid
Yeah,
shit. Love the general.
Don't expect. Yeah, don't be dumb. Don't be the reason they put a warning label on something.
That's a good way to put it. Okay. So as we got like a whole bunch of coal over here at East Whittier, I'm going to go ahead and reset this car over at Bryson.
So we have coal over here now too.
I'm going to try. 81 tons of coal will get us quite a bit.
Yeah, that'll get us a decent way.
These 81 tons, and what do you get?
Your mom.
Wait. I can finally get one of the sets of drill bits out of this plastic prison.
Finally. I always find it funny that sometimes they'll put a knife in that very frustrating plastic packaging so that you need a knife to get the knife out of the packaging.
Yeah,
The problem is you bought the knife because you needed the knife.
yeah, you need a knife to get the knife. Oh, these things snap together. That's really nice. That's actually kind of cool.
Yes. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. I also appreciate the fact that the community has not caused just a whole bunch of stupid chaos tonight. I appreciate that. So thank you.
Yeah, early still. It's early yet. Don't worry.
Well, I will say that I am probably only going to stream for another half an hour or so because I have to be up stupid early tomorrow for more railroading goodies in the real world.
And I
Boy.
also have to be up early tomorrow because I have to go take my truck to a mechanic to get a wheel bearing.
Oh, that's right. So that way you don't die.
On my way up there, yeah.
That not dying is preferable.
Yeah. Or worse, I'm using the thing that I'm helping you with.
So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take on more coal and water. And then once we're then there, we'll do some switching, get rid of the cars we have, and then look at what we have to do next. It looks like we can do a logging trip up the mountain and bring stuff down that can then be dropped off and do other fun things too. So we got plenty to keep us occupado over in Whittier.
Yep.
So at least we have that.
Now I have way too many drill bits. Yay! Oh, yeah.
That was a reaction.
I haven't started pulling out the ones my dad uses yet. He uses like old school Southern.
Southern valve gear?
You know, there may have been Southern valve gear involved in the creation of some of them.
All right, let's go ahead and fill up on water. Yes, look at that water flowing in. This is beautiful. You know, I didn't even check to see how the bearings are on here. And the oil.
Probably ought to do that.
You're probably
70%, 58%, 76, 56, 36, 36, 74, 63, 67, 86. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
What size eyeballs are these?
I thought you just said what size eyeballs are these, and I was about to be very concerned for you.
Number 0. That's less than helpful. I cannot remember what number screw corresponds with what size.
Have I heard of Cletus McFarland from the Freedom Factory? Never heard of him.
The best way to describe Cletus is Florida man bought a racetrack.
Oh.
Hilarity ensued.
Oh, apparently it's... Hold on. Apparently May 29th is the 75th birthday of 611, by the way.
Interesting.
The
0.6 inches. No. 16th. That is not right. That is not a 16th inch.
Man, we're taking a lot of water, so hopefully we'll be set.
glug, glug, glug. I mean, that tender can hold, what, 10,000 gallons?
Looks like 8.
8,000?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. So let's see. Let's see, come on.
Just gonna eyeball this with the drill size, and hopefully we'll be good.
You say that.
Crap, I just realized I need to bring the locomotive back over here so I can see how far in I actually need to... I should have done that. Quarter inch is good enough size for that. It's going to be definitely smaller than it. And the tender over. Locomotive over. Then the tender. I'm still not 100% sure what the best way to grab this thing is.
Carefully.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
I've just been kind of grabbing it by the pilot and the cab, and it seems to be working out okay.
Okay. Let's see. So we'll get full up on coal. And just to make it easier, let's go ahead and make sure that all of these are set to go to Bryson. Okay,
Press on.
so how's the best way we should do this? Probably drop the Whittier sawmill cars.
That's
Go to
suspended in
board
the
and
air.
creamery. How many cars do we have aboard to pick up? Just one. Maybe two. Okay. So we are full up on coal and water. Let's see. Get that away. So let's go ahead and move forward. Let go of FN3 and embrace GN15. No. Don't be one of those people, Jordan Freeman. FN3 is love. FN3 is right. I will fight you on this.
Oh God.
What is G and 15?
It's like the Welsh narrow gauges, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it's like G scale, but super narrow gauge.
Is that the stuff that runs on like code scale tracks?
It runs on G. Maybe. I forget.
I thought maybe. It's weird. It's weird.
Do 1.5 inches.
Okay.
No, because that'll leave me. So if I do 1.5 inches, no, that'll leave me 3/4 inch clearance. That should be fine.
Alright.
Right? Right. Yeah. In theory. Because I'm using 1 buys for the side. So if I use 1 buys for the side, that gives me actually 3/4 of an inch in off of the side that's going to be taken up by wood. So yeah, that'd give me 3/4 inch. Yeah.
Today in Angry's live stream, let's see how General measures wood.
Have you
I
ever
might say
heard of
he's
the
measuring
rubber
his
duck?
wood.
Look, sometimes you just got to stand back and admire the wood. You got to talk about it.
Oh boy.
And now you see what I have to deal with, folks.
Look, I mean, it's a nice looking piece of wood. So sometimes you got to. Sometimes someone else has a good looking piece of wood. You just got to stand there and admire it.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with looking at wood. Got to compare something. But have you ever heard of the rubber duck method?
Like,
No.
no.
So essentially in like coding, there is something known as the rubber duck method. And essentially a coder will have a rubber duck sitting on their desk so that when they encounter a problem, they can talk through the problem to the rubber duck. Right?
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. I've heard of this.
So in this case, with you guys being in my ear, you are the proverbial rubber duck
Your
in this
mom's a
situation.
rubber duck.
I'm sorry.
She's rubbered my duck.
So that's where I need to go with that one.
Hey, we can pay off more debt.
I love speed squares.
Okay, so we'll go nice and slowly here.
Hey, Angry, did you ever find that square pencil sharpener?
No, I did not.
Cool. The reason I bring it up is I'm using a carpenter's pencil right now.
Oh.
I thought the square pencil sharpener was just a knife.
It is. Remember, he didn't know that day we were at the hardware store.
I don't remember this.
When you were there, and I was there, and he was there,
What about that?
and they weren't there.
Oh.
But we all went to the hardware store to help Angry get a head start on his layout, remember?
We can also work on the
Hey,
layout,
Mike.
because I think I'm going to remove the curve from the front of the layout by the thing and just have it go straight to the house,
Okay.
just to make it easier. That way I don't have to clear anything. It'll just be more dirt.
More dirt.
More dirt. Never have too much dirt. I say that. You can have too much dirt, but I'm gonna be smart and make myself a punchline so I can actually start drilling this without going everywhere.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
What do you mean, oh shit?
Sorry, I lost control of my engine for a hot second.
Oh,
That would be less than ideal.
Yes.
well, you got a
Normal.
bumper back there. You should be all right.
Yeah, normal railroad activity.
The bumper will stop you if nothing else.
Yeah, it'll stop eventually, whether that's on the ground or...
Yes.
Something's
It's a
gonna stop it.
Incidentally, Midland, how did that team run on Derail Valley go?
We're not going to talk about it.
Poorly.
Oh.
There's a reason I renamed the stream to a dismal failure of running a steam locomotive.
I blame Flanagan.
It is Flanagan's fault. Technically, he crashed out. So blaming
couldn't-
Flanagan.
I couldn't even crash the train properly, let alone run it properly. It was a bad. It just failure all around.
Yeah. Whoops, that's the wrong spot. That's the right spot. Okay. Not going for high precision, but I'd rather be more precise than just eyeballing it.
Oh, we took our switcher over here to Bryson. That's shit.
So now you don't have a switcher.
No. Something else happened.
Oh.
So 1/4 inch drill bit seems to have worked fantastically.
Fantastically.
Yeah, fantastically. Oh, the
People are
hole's
now
not
calling
exactly.
me a caboose murderer in the chat.
What'd you do to the caboose?
Who knows what it did?
It knows what it did.
What'd you do to the poor caboose?
Things that it shouldn't have done. Like give me an attitude.
Serves it right for talking back. to know its place at the back of the train.
Yes. Caboose murder is surprisingly common in this game. Well, what do you think we're playing? This is Caboose Murder 24. Next year will be Caboose Murder 25.
That sounds like a crappy B-rate movie. Coming soon to a theater near you. Caboose Murder 5.
Yes.
Working isn't the only thing they were doing out there.
The next horror movie series, Caboose Murder.
Yeah.
But we have a friend nicknamed Caboose. That couldn't go well.
Yeah, we don't want to murder him. Yeah, no, we don't want to murder Caboose. Yeah. Caboose is a nice person.
Give it time. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab this hopper over here. And then we may end the stream soon afterwards. Apparently I'm an old man who cannot do anything because I feel like I'm ready to fall asleep over here. It's nothing any of you did. It's just the fact that when Ragtimer goes into work at 7:30 in the morning, he doesn't leave until 5 p.m. at night. And then has to wake up to be basically doing the same thing tomorrow. But even then, I will not leave work probably until 8 p.m. tomorrow. I got a long day ahead of me.
It was fun.
It'll be a long day.
Yeah.
Bah. Well, that works, I guess.
Okay. Now, as we said, a few days ago, a few hours ago. This will be the only stream this week. Again, Ragtimer has stuff in the real life we got to deal with. Maybe we'll do a stream. Well, no, probably won't do another stream until Thursday or Friday of next week, knowing anything. So
Would you do anything next week?
Probably not, actually.
Maybe we could do Lionel Monopoly.
Oh, God.
Live Monopoly game.
If people want to see that, we might make that happen, but that might be the only thing we do. That'll be when we hate ourselves.
Lionel Monopoly. Lionel Monopoly for life. Okay. I am going to test something. Now I need to go grab the train again.
He's grabbing the train, folks. He is grabbing the train.
Yeah, that boxcar has been sitting back there for some time.
I wonder if it's glitched.
It might be.
While I'm over here, so I don't have to walk back again, I'm going to grab my scissors. Where are my scissors?
Up your button around the corner.
Okay, real talk, where's my scissors?
Alrighty, so we've made our way across the map. We've done some switching. We've got some stuff organized for a return trip. Next time we play this, we'll do some more switching, get the stuff to go back. Maybe look at expanding a bit depending on how we go, because I know we do want to get up towards Alarka and then Robinson Coal. But it also depends on how much money we make in the railroad, because we need to pay down the debt. So we're officially under 60,000 now. So hooray, hooray, hooray! So thank you for coming out to visit with us today and get a few updates and a few other things again. Appreciate everyone's understanding with the restructuring of how the YouTube memberships are working. If you like the content, please consider liking the stream, sharing with your friends, subscribing, and telling your friends about us. And in the meanwhile, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all in a week or so. And Ragtimer's going to go get some sleep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My
Boy.